Hey guys!
So we're here to celebrate our 1-year anniversary. A&P-REACTS is 1 year old today. Yes. So, can you believe that we've been around for 1 year?
Yeah.
We reached almost 21,000 subscribers.
And obviously I have to do this video with the A&P-REACTS merch.
Yeah, we're not going to use this video to promote our merch. But if you want to buy, there is a link on the banner of our YouTube channel. You can go there. We have t-shirts, hoodies, coffee mugs, pins, water bottles.
Condoms.
We don't have those, but we're in contacts with Vanderlei Industries. They're a latex company. And we're looking at creating our own brand of condoms. We need to think of something cool.
Yeah.
So I thought condoms would be a good thing, you know what I mean? Because, you know, I don't think that the whole idea behind the condoms is I want to make sure the condoms don't work. Like they burst when you're doing it. So then, as you're having sex, you can see the other person's reaction. Get it?
Yeah.
Because we're a reaction channel, so once they burst and they don't work, then you get to see the other person's reaction to that happening. You know? This reaction is brought to you by A&P-REACTS condoms.
And they're going to say, oops, I did it again.
You never know when they're going to break. That's going to be our slogan.
You never know.
Yeah, it's our slogan.
Okay.
Like, you know, sometimes they'll work, sometimes they don't.
It's 50-50.
So anyways, on that note, we're here to celebrate our 1 year anniversary. We did a video celebrating the 20,000 subscribers, letting people know that we were very happy to reach 20,000 subscribers. In that video, we asked people to ask us questions, and we were going to do a little bit of a Q&A, and we were going to answer questions from our viewers that they've posted on that video. So we have almost around 100 questions to go through.
Yeah.
People want to know all sorts of stuff. I haven't read any of them. I've just compiled them, but I really haven't paid attention to any of them.
This is going to be a lot. You take pretty long to edit our videos, and this is
going to take forever to edit because I'm going to have to put each single question on the screen so people know which question it is. Plus, this way the people get a shout out too, right? Because they get their question on the video.
And
but
we have a little PowerPoint.
Yeah, but I just wanted to do this in a way that I'm not familiar with the question, so I want the answer to be as spontaneous and as organic as possible from both of us. So that's the whole idea. Now, later on, in the next couple of weeks, we're going to be talking about our trip to Tusker.
Yeah.
We have some updates to give on the fundraiser on that. We're also thinking of going down the road of creating a Patreon, all of that stuff. So that will be coming down the road. But today we're not here to pimp ourselves. We're not here to do that. We're here to give back to all of those that over this past year have joined us in our journey, if you will, through metal, learning about new bands, new music, new songs, new genres, and they all had all sorts of questions. Like, I mean, the questions I think encompass a whole pile of stuff. So, are you ready to get started? I'm really dying to see what our viewers have to say.
Yeah, and I can already see the first one.
Okay, so the first one is from Kim Eklund.
It's right here.
Yeah, you don't have to point every single time. Otherwise, we're going to spend the whole night saying, you know, it's going to pop up there. So it's going to pop up there. So Kim Eklund asks us, Sweden, better hockey team than Canada? I'm going to go ahead and answer this one. I don't know what your feelings are.
I don't watch hockey.
Huh?
I don't watch hockey.
You don't watch hockey, but my answer is no. I mean, there's no better team than Canada.
I mean,
Sweden is good at, like, IKEA. But hockey, come on.
Birthing Sabaton, but...
Wow, that's a painful birth. Holy crap. That was cesarean. For sure, that was cesarean. Anyway, Sweden, better hockey team than Canada? The answer is no. All right, so next question, let's see. Next question comes to us by Yanni. I'm not even going to read his last name because I don't want to butcher it. But you guys can see the name. He asks us, what are the top 5 bands you guys would like to see live? I'm going to let you go first.
Well, obviously, I want to see Wintersun.
It has to be 5 bands you haven't seen yet. So 5 bands that you like to see live.
Wintersun?
Yes.
Beyond Creation?
Yes.
Paradise Lost?
Yes.
Well, we already seen Nightwish.
Yes.
Yeah. I want to see Shade Crown.
Shade Crown. Okay. Yes. From Finland. Yes.
And I want to see what was the other one? Oh, Orden Ogan.
Orden Ogan. Okay. For me, the 5 bands are going to be fairly different from yours because some of the ones you mentioned, I'm actually going to see them. So I'm already going to see those. So the 5 bands that I would like to see live that I'm already, like, keep in mind, I already have tickets for some of, like, I'm seeing Wintersun, I'm seeing Amorphis. Yeah. So I'm not going to count those. 5 bands that I would like to see that I've never seen live. Wow. That's a very tough question. Orden Ogan, Powerwolf, Battle Beast, Wow, so far all power metal. Battle Beast. Halatar. I would like to see Halatar. I'm trying to think of one more. Follow the Cipher.
I forgot to say Damnation Plan. That was very simple.
Wow, yeah. But, I mean, if I'm going to be honest, the top 5, like,
Yeah.
talking about top 5, for me would be those. Obviously, I didn't include a bunch of other bands that I'm going to go see. I'm going to go see Wintersun, Amorphis,
Yeah.
Dark Tranquillity, Moonspell, Paradise Lost. I'm going to go see those bands already, so that's why I didn't include those. So let's see next question. Trickster asks us, what is the secret to life and eternal happiness?
Metal.
I'm going to say having a TV in each room of the house. That's the secret to my happiness and my long marriage, is having one TV per room. So,
yeah, you actually have one here.
yeah, every room has a TV, with the exception of the washrooms. But when you're in there, like, I mean, like, what the hell? You're there to do your business. You're not there to be, like, chilling, like a villain. I mean, unless it's you, because when you go to the toilet, you're there for, like, 2 hours easily. I don't know what the hell you're doing. I don't know if you're playing with yourself, if you're taking a huge shit. I don't know what the hell you're doing, but you're doing something. I just hope it's something worth doing. Let's put it that way. Next question. HPOP. Is it HPOP? Yeah, HPOP. When come to Finland? Come to Finland next year. That's the answer to that first part, right? And how old are you guys? I'm 40. He's 13 going on 14. When react to migraine and full no man's land, mine's the return of dying. Sorry for my English. Finnish man, rock on dudes. No problem. So let's recap this question.
Do you have tattoos?
Oh, where did you see that?
It's right there. You need glasses.
Oh,
man.
shit. I mean, it's really small. Do you have tattoos? Okay, so let's recap this. When come to Finland, it means when are we going to come to Finland? Next year, we're going to come to Finland. Then, how old are you guys? Like I said, I'm 40. He's 13 going on 14. Do you have tattoos? Yes, he doesn't, because he's a minor. Well, he has some things tattooed in his brain, probably things that I've said or things he's seen. But
Cookie Boots is one of them.
Yes. I have about 9 different tattoos all over the place. I have his head print from when he was 2 years old on my ribs here. In my ribs, his hand print.
Don't you have like a Viking kind of...
I have the horns of Odin, and then I have I have a baboon on my shoulder, like a tribal baboon, and then I have an Aztec eagle, as you can see. But I have more than that. That's just the ones I can show you. I have some in parts that I can't show you. So let's check out the next one. Bulldog asks, how many fingers do I hide? And what is the worst song you've had to react to? Okay, how many fingers does he hide? I'm going to say 1, and probably it's in a place where the sun don't shine. No, I'm just kidding, but 1.
Yeah.
I'm saying 1.
I'm going to say 2.
Okay, that's a good answer. And what is the worst song you ever had to react to? What's the worst song you ever had to react to?
What was that Japanese band we did?
I don't know. We had to delete all the Japanese videos because of the... Deer in Grey.
Deer in Grey.
Oh, that's the worst for you? We had to delete them all the videos because of copyright stuff.
That was one of the worst. I think, because Uncured, I could give another chance to Uncured, and then we already gave it another chance to... Belphegor. If I had to put 2, 2 in my mind would be Deer in Grey, and then the first Hatebreed video we did, the first one.
Wow, what's the worst song that I had to watch? I'm gonna say Anal Nathrak. I honestly didn't enjoy. Yeah. I honestly didn't enjoy that song at all.
How did you not enjoy
Anal
Nathrak?
I didn't. It wasn't pleasurable at all. It's supposed to be Gently Bentley, but there was nothing Gently Bentley about that song. Let's put it that way. So let's check out the next question. Andres asks, there is any genre of music that you hate? I mean, really hate. If not, which one do you really dislike or try to avoid?
I mean, we're not metal racists. So.
No, but he's talking about any genre of music outside of, like, not just metal. He's talking about, like, outside of metal. Is there any genre of music that you completely dislike, hate?
Okay, well, in that case, I'd say, like, country music.
You don't like country? You don't like some Garth Brooks in the morning? No, you don't look like you like some.
No, I can like.
It's too redneck for you? Is that
some country I can listen to, but not like country.
Okay, I'm gonna go. I don't mind some country stuff, so I can't say that I completely hate it or dislike it. I'm go with electronic music. You know, the one where there's no singing, just woo woo bang bang. Boom,
oh, you mean dubstep?
I don't know what do you call that shit. I call it noise because like there's nobody singing and it's just like bong bong bong.
See, it's
bong,
not
bong,
like
bong,
it's not
bong,
like
bong.
it's not like the
like
band
rave
will not
music.
be named. It's not like
No. I'm talking about rave music, like music that you need to take some serious drugs in order to enjoy.
Acid.
Yeah, like you have to do some serious acid in order to enjoy that kind of stuff. That stuff I don't like. I find it. It just rubs me the wrong way. Like it's just. I just don't like it. I don't like it. Anyways, next question. There are ants in my raspberry bush. Should I try to kill them? Okay, we have experience with ant infestation. Yeah. We had that in our house. Now, what I suggest you do.
Do you want to get the trap?
No, like let's keep a nice
the house.
We have so this is what I suggest you do. First of all, you need to go to your local hardware store that sells like pesticides and that kind of stuff.
So we have Canadian Tire.
We have Canadian Tires.
If you live in Finland, it's probably Finland Tires.
No, they probably have like Metal Finland or something like that. I don't know, like Amp Finland. Metal Tires, whatever. Anyways, I don't know where you live. I don't know what part of the world you're from. But if you're having problems with ants, this is how you solve your problems. 2 ways. First, you buy these little ant traps. They're round. They have little holes in them. You buy those and you put them in every single corner of your house, inside your house and outside your house.
Because in those traps there's like
food. So they come in, they eat it, and then they take it back to their nest, and then they die. So that's the first part you do. The second part is you buy this foam, and you find out where they're coming from because there's a trail. The little canister of foam has like a little tube that you stick inside the hole where they're from, and you press it, and what it does is it goes in there and then it expands, and when it expands, it fills in through the hole, so it kills everything in there, because you have to kill the queen. If you don't kill the queen, you can never get rid of the ants. Never. They always keep coming back. So the key is to kill the queen. So this is how you get rid of the ants in your raspberry bush. All right, next one.
Killing ants with A&P-REACTS.
Exactly. So next question is, are you going to Raw and Smackdown in Toronto in August? Wow, very cool question.
That is.
The answer is no, because I think it's happening while we're in Portugal.
Yeah.
We're going to be in Portugal for 2 weeks, and I think that's when it's happening. But even if we're in town, we've been to a Smackdown in Toronto.
Oh, it's a Raw.
We went to Raw? I thought it was Smackdown.
And you lost Smackdown tickets.
I bought Smackdown tickets, and then I lost them. And then we had to watch it on TV, crying, saying that could have been us there. But we went to Raw. Didn't we go to Raw?
Yeah, for my birthday in like 2013.
Yes, it was your birthday. We went for Raw on his birthday. And let me tell you guys this, for those of you that watch wrestling, watching a Raw or Smackdown at home and watching it live, it's 2 different experiences. I didn't enjoy it because there's so many cuts for every time they cut for a commercial, there is a cut in what's happening. So if there's a fight happening in the ring, for some reason one of them falls off the ring and he starts walking around the ring, like they're killing time until they come off commercial again, and then things get started again. So there's a lot of dead time, there's a lot of dead periods. And you end up watching the whole show through the big screen because they're so far away from you. So you actually get a better experience watching it at home than you do watching live.
Then again, the pay-per-view is going to watch pay-per-view live. That's different.
And that's different. I mean, also, it depends where the tickets are. If you get tickets really close to the action, then it's a different story. But like us, we don't have a lot of money, so we had to buy tickets in the nosebleed. So, Dolph Ziggler was like this big. You know what I mean? I could have crushed them with my finger. That's how big Dolph Ziggler was. Yeah, like one of the ants. I should have taken the spray or those traps. Anyways, next question. Let's see. It's a great reaction channel. Keep up, guys. Horns up from Denmark. What's the first metal concert you ever went together? Wow, really cool question.
Together.
Let's break down into this. What was the first concert ever that we went together, and then what's the first metal concert that we went?
Bon Jovi.
I'm going to say Bon Jovi was probably the first.
Rihanna, because I remember we went to Rihanna, but I slept through the whole thing.
Don't remind me of Rihanna. That was your mother's wrongdoing.
And that guy came out.
That gay?
I didn't mean to say that. But that guy came out, and we're like, that's not Rihanna. And he sat on his throne, and he just
started It was A$AP Rocky. And he spelled ASAP with a $. I mean, like, seriously. And she was like 2 hours late. The only good thing about, by the way, that show, it was not my idea. This was his mother's idea. That show, the only good thing about that Rihanna show was Nuno Bettencourt, former guitar player from Extreme, he was playing guitar in her band, which tells me that things have gone really bad for him to be doing that. So I'm not sure if it was Rihanna or Bon Jovi, but that was the first show that we ever went together.
I feel like the first ever good show we went to was Bon Jovi.
No, the first metal show that we went, I would have to say Disturbed. I think that was the first metal show that we went together. Was Disturbed?
I thought it was Ghost.
No, Ghost was after
later
Disturbed.
On, yeah.
We went to Disturbed in the summer. We went to Disturbed with Breaking Benjamin, Alter Bridge, and Saint Asonia. That was the first metal show that we went together. And then we went to see Ghost. This was in August, and we went to see Ghost in November.
Yeah. So
that was the first metal show that we went together. That was a good concert, by the way.
That was.
It was a good concert. All right, next question. What concerts have been a disappointment to you? Do you watch or follow hockey? Okay, so let's go one question at a time. So what concerts have been a disappointment to you? And then I'll say me.
Well, obviously the Rihanna one. But if you're talking about
No, he's talking about metal. He's not talking about freaking Rihanna. Give me a break.
No, but if you're talking about metal, I guess the most disappointing one was the Avenged Sevenfold one, because the sound wasn't really good.
That was our second time seeing them. That's the one with the Bullet for My Valentine and Breaking Benjamin. So that was the most disappointing one for you?
Well, yeah, because the only one that was Breaking Benjamin and Avenged Sevenfold were good, but we didn't enjoy Bullet for My Valentine as much, and then the sound wasn't that good, so I couldn't hear.
And they were the headliners too.
Yeah.
I was going to say my most disappointing metal concert that I've ever been to, or that we have ever been to, I'm going to say Nothing More. Not because I didn't like Nothing More. I really enjoyed Nothing More. But all that riff-raff of bands leading up to them, oh my God, man. Like, seriously, it was shit after shit after shit until it got to Nothing More. I enjoyed Nothing More. They put on a great performance. But the bands...
That weird dubstep part where, like, he was on that...
It's like a Scorpion Sting thing.
Yeah.
So to me, that was the most disappointing. Not because of the headliner, because Nothing More was pretty good, but it was the bands leading up to that. It was like... Oh my God, it was like...
That wasn't good.
It wasn't good. Now, do you watch or follow hockey? The answer is no. Neither one of us watches hockey. We don't like hockey at all. I mean,
you're not...
We don't hate it, but...
The thing is, you think that all Canadians probably watch hockey.
Yeah, I'm Portuguese.
You're Portuguese.
I moved here.
Yeah. And then me,
For me, soccer number one.
Same.
Then basketball, baseball. Hockey is like at the end of my list of...
Lacrosse comes before hockey. And
I honestly, I'd rather watch female volleyball, beach volley, if you know what I'm saying.
I mean...
or even beach soccer, female beach soccer. Any female sport. I put any female sport above hockey.
I mean,
especially the summer ones.
We went to watch...
even curling, female curling.
Last year when we were in Portugal, when our channel just started, we were watching the
tournament, the beach soccer tournament. It was really cool. Anyways, next question. Do you want to visit Wacken? Yes, I think the answer is yes. I mean, it's one of those festivals that it's on our bucket list. The way I look at it is very simple. He's only 13. He's never been to a festival. I think Tusker, when we go there next year, that's going to be your first real festival experience. Because we're going to go to Portugal this summer. But the Portugal festival this summer is 4 days. We're only attending 1 day. So
for Tusker, we're going to all day.
Exactly. So that to me is going to be your first festival experience because it's going to be your first...
Are you camping?
No, it's in the city. We're staying at the hotel and going there. We're camping. I have a bad back. I don't do camping. What the hell, camping? Seriously. We're going to camp on under a bridge in Finland. Like, we're two homeless Canadian guys who went there. So I think that's going to be your first real festival experience, even though you're going to have some taste of what a festival is like. I've been to festivals before when I was much younger. But the question about Wacken, I want to go there. It's that one. It's one on my top list of festivals to go. I just think that in order for us to really be able to enjoy that festival, I think you need to be a little bit older.
Yeah.
And I kind of want to soft you into the whole festival thing. I think Tusker, for example, is a much easier festival to digest because we're going to stay at a hotel in the city. It's in the city.
Yeah.
It's not like out somewhere. So it's going to be easy for us to go to the festival, come back to the hotel, that kind of stuff. So once you have that under your belt and you have that experience under your belt, I think then we can look at a much larger festival like Wacken. It's definitely on my bucket list of places to go.
Yeah, because I really want to visit Germany, and I want to see other places in Germany. So
yeah, for a guy who doesn't know shit about geography, didn't know the Azerbaijan even existed as a country, he really does want to travel and get to know countries, which is good because.
I mean,
you need to know.
When I was younger, I really wanted to go to Japan. Remember? I
know, but you don't eat sushi. Like, what are you going to do while you're there? You don't eat Japanese food, with the exception of teriyaki, which I still think it's kind of like Japanese food for white people. So, with the exception of that, like, what are you going to do when you're there? Like, you don't eat sushi. Like, what are you going to eat? Like McDonald's every day? McDonald's?
No.
Okay, next question.
Wrong.
Question for Pedro: as Portuguese living in Canada, which one do you prefer, football or hockey? Football. I mean, this is not even a question. Like, really, I just, well, I guess you didn't know.
Then again, we didn't read some of the. You haven't read any of these questions, so
no.
Some of these questions may be like the same thing.
Yeah, but well, it's not the same. He asked me which one I prefer, so I prefer football, of course. Number one, Benfica, SLB. Okay, I'm not going to sing anymore. Just that, SLB. All right, next one. Is there any videos you have done but not released because of copyright or some other reasons? Bonus question. What is the meaning of Finnish nickname Kuningas for Jari Litmanen? I think it's like bad knees or something like that. I'm not sure, but it has something to do with his knees or his ankles or something like that. But anyways, the first question. Is there any videos we have done and not released because of copyright or some other reasons?
Yes.
Yes. The answer is yes. Okay, next question. Okay, just joking. There's a bunch. We've done a bunch that we couldn't post because of copyright restrictions. So what we do with the videos is this, and this is a good opportunity to explain this. When people ask us to check out a video, we download that video and then we test that video on a B channel that we have to see if the video is going to get copyright blocked or not. And by copyright blocked, I don't mean that we can't physically see the original video. We can see the original video, but when we use the music video in our video, the label blocks us from using their music video in our video.
That's
it gets
why we
blocked.
haven't been doing much Powerwolf. Exactly.
Like the latest videos from Powerwolf's new album, all of them were copyright blocked. We cannot do any. We did them, but we can't post them because they get blocked. And then what's the point of posting them? Nobody can see them.
Then we had to do more videos to kind of compensate for the videos.
Exactly. But we did others, like Swallow the Sun, same thing.
We posted that on Facebook.
We did some Diarta's Murder, same thing. We did some Oceans of Slumber, same thing. So we've done a bunch. We've also did some videos before we even started our channel that we never posted because they were so cringy. It was because we started recording. We did some Avenged Sevenfold, some Fozzy.
Oh, and it was in the basement on the poker table.
Yeah, and it was with the laptop camera. So it looks like it was done in a cave in Afghanistan. That's what it looks like. It looks like one of those Osama bin Laden videos. It really looks bad. Like the quality is really bad. Actually, the Osama bin Laden videos had better video quality than those did. So
I was so nervous.
You barely said anything. So we did a bunch of those, but they were so bad that we never even posted them. When the channel started, we never posted them. So I think we still have them, but we never post them. So I hope that
memories.
I hope that answers all of your questions. Now, a segue from this is what we're planning on doing is we were planning on starting a Patreon account, and for those that will sign up for our Patreon, the videos that get blocked on YouTube, we're gonna find a way to post them on Patreon only, so that we cannot post them on YouTube, but at least the folks that support us through Patreon are going to get to see those videos. That's our plan down the road. We're going to find a way to post them. So like between 2 and 4 videos a month only for the Patreon account. And will be those
that get... do more videos that keep getting like copyright.
Then if you get more, we just dump them there. Because sometimes we test the video and it works.
Yeah.
And then 2 days later, we go to record it and we go to post it and it's blocked. Because copyright changes all the time. Like we've done videos that we posted. Like I'll give you guys an example. We did... Burn the Priest, Inherit the Earth. We did that video. It worked for 2 weeks. And then after 2 weeks, copyrights changed. And now it's blocked. So now the video is still on our channel, but without the audio. So we don't control that kind of stuff. Anyways, next question. Which groups between Wintersun and Nightwish you prefer the most? Cheers from Quebec. Zach. Wow. For me, I don't think this is... I mean, for as much as I enjoy Nightwish, to me...
Winter Sunday kind of...
Nothing beats Wintersun. For so many reasons, Wintersun is like number one. Wintersun may be number 2 in your program, but it's number 1 in my heart.
Yeah.
That's how I feel about Wintersun. Nothing can ever replace my love affair with Wintersun. All right. Andy, what do you think about Eskimo? Yeah. I hope it's not Andy Gillian.
I heard him chirping earlier.
Yeah, if it was Andy Gillian, it would probably be a penis kind of related question, but it's not. So, Andy asks, what do you think about Eskimo Callboy?
Is that a question? That's like asking, what do you think of Smackdown?
I have 2 words for you, MC Thunder. That's all I'm going to say. We actually want to do some more Eskimo Callboy on the channel, so feel free to leave a link in the comment section below and let us know what other video from Eskimo Callboy we should be checking out, because we absolutely enjoy that band. Yeah. I love that video. I love that band. I want to do more.
Like the music we do, sometimes it's serious, like it's serious metal. But then I love like the goofy videos we do too.
Yeah, MC Thunder, please. We need more Eskimo Callboy on this channel. All right, next question. Which band and which song have the most requests at the moment? Wow, I think this is an easy one. Can I take this one?
Yeah.
Nightwish, Greatest Show on Earth. No other band, no other song gets as many requests as that one. I think that's an easy one.
Yeah.
All right, next one. Who's better, Floor or Tarija? Oh God, I knew this was coming.
Oh shit.
I knew this was coming. So who's better?
I would say Floor.
You know what? I'm going to say Floor. Okay, and I'm not going to say anything else because we already lost like 2,000 viewers just by giving that answer. All right, so next question is, what is the idea behind the channel? There was never a, hi, welcome to our channel background video. Okay, so the idea behind the channel is very simple. I thought that both of our lives were kind of going into different paths. He's always watching these, he was at the time always watching these unboxing videos on YouTube, which I thought was absolutely ridiculous. Or he's always on YouTube, watching YouTubers and talking about YouTube. And I was playing poker. I really enjoyed playing poker.
Wasting our money because somehow you would...
Sometimes I would win.
Sometimes you would win, but, you know, then there was those some days where I'm playing upstairs and all I hear is, fuck.
Yeah, but it's like, come on. When you have pocket aces and the guy has pocket kings, and then he hits a freaking king on the river, it's, come on, that thing is fucking fixed. Anyways.
I'm gonna come downstairs and I see your head's overhead and I'm like, you're like, I'm ready to smash this iPad.
Okay, so our lives were going in 2 separate paths. Plus he was having some issues at school with some bullying and some issues about the color of his skin and some racist remarks and all this kind of stuff. So I thought, and at that time there was a few, actually also, there was a lot of talk about teen suicide and that kind of stuff like that. So I thought, what better way for us to reconnect as father and son, but through music, through metal, through music. So I thought, okay, you know what, let me pitch this idea to him. So one day I came home from work and I said, you know what would be really cool? Why don't we start a YouTube channel together where we will watch heavy metal videos, do reaction videos, and we'll get to talk about the music. It will be a way for me to introduce you to music that I love, but it will also be a way for me to get to know new bands, and we'll be doing something together, and we'll have a YouTube channel. You always wanted to have a YouTube channel, because I remember you talking about starting a gaming channel. Why don't we do that? So I pitched that idea to him, and he was like, I'm not sure. I
went to the store with my friends. We went to the convenience store, and I asked him, I'm like, hey, my dad asked me this. Should I do it? And one of them was like, yeah, if my dad asked me, I would do it with him. It's something to, you know, connect.
Yeah, so that was the whole idea. So the whole idea was for us to bond as father and son. This way we're guaranteed to do something together, spend some time together. And it's been great because we've been going to so many metal shows together. We get to spend time together at the shows, on the drive there, on the drive home, chit-chatting, sitting in front of the computer, doing videos, talking about music in general. And we have so many stories from concerts and things that we've done together that forever, I mean, even when I'm not here anymore, you're always going to have those memories and that time spent with your dad. And I think that's the most important thing. That's the most important thing about this channel, is the time that we spend together, the bond that we're creating between the two of us. So that's the idea behind the channel.
Right. And we're not making a background
explaining? No,
we're not making
No, because we use our trailer to promote the video of the week from a band. Like, even in that, we're completely, you know, open and free-loving to the bands that we do. Every Monday we use our channel trailer instead of using channel trailer to sell merch or to pimp Patreons or GoFundMe pages or all of this crap that other people do. We use our channel trailer to promote the band of the week that got in touch with us, and we want to, you know, give them extra views, so we use our trailer for them. Yeah. All right, next question. Favorite wrestling match of all time? Wow. Do you want to go first? I have mine.
Mine was DX versus the Spirit Squad. That ended up with all the poop from...
The poop coming down?
Yeah.
For me, is Hell in a Cell, Undertaker, Mankind. Where he gets, like, chokeslammed from the top.
And he loses a bunch of teeth.
Teeth and coming out of his nose. That's my favorite wrestling match of all time. All right. Let's see the next question. What's your favorite NHL team? Well, I mean, we don't follow hockey, but we live in Toronto, so... That's your favorite?
Chicago Black. That was like the first ever hockey jersey I had.
That's the only hockey jersey you ever had. Okay, he's going to go with the Blackhawks. I'm going to go with the Toronto Maple Leafs. Because we're in Toronto. We got to support the blue and white. All right. This one is in Portuguese. So, Vitor Dias wants to know, Pedro, este que zona de Portugal? Abraço. What he's asking is what part of Portugal I'm from and hugs. That's what he says. I'm going to answer in Portuguese and then I'll say in English. Eu sou de Nazaré, Leiria, Distrito Leiria, mas eu sou de Nazaré. So I'm from Nazaré, which is district of Leiria, but I was born in Nazaré. I lived there until I was 18. I came to Canada in 1996 to go to college. Then I met his mom while I was in college. We got married and we decided to stay here. His mom is Indian and that's why he's a little bit darker than me. Yeah. Not because he's adopted.
Not adopted.
I don't know if this question is coming later on, but if it is, we already answered it. All right, next question. First of all, congrats, you deserve it. Question, which countries have you been in and which countries do you want to visit? Okay, I think we've been to the same country. I've been to France, you've never been to France.
No.
So I've been to Portugal, obviously. Spain, you've never been to Spain.
I've never been to Spain.
I've been to France.
We were going to go to France, but then the bombings happened, so we ended up not going.
No, yes. So I've been to Spain, Portugal, France, and the U.S.
I've also been to the U.S.
Yeah. So for you, it's U.S. and Canada, or in Canada?
And Portugal.
And Portugal. So for him, U.S., Portugal, Canada. For me, U.S., Portugal, Canada, Spain, France. Now, the countries you would like to visit?
Finland, we're going.
Yeah, we're going next year.
I want to go to Germany.
Yes.
And Poland. I want to go to Poland and kind of...
Because you like history stuff, right?
Yeah.
So you want to go and see some history, some historical World War II sites.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I think, not Japan anymore, but there was.
It's because of the copyright strike. You've removed them from your list. Can I say what? Obviously, Finland. We're going to go there next year, but Finland is on my list of countries to see. Now, outside of Finland, I'm going to give you the top 3 countries I would love to visit. Australia. I would love to go to Australia because I would like to find out if I could get into a kangaroo sack and go and the kangaroo jumping and me sitting there. Maybe I'm too big. Maybe you could just like.
There's a lot of snakes and
yeah, that is true. But I would like to go. I would like to go to like Melbourne. I think would be kind of cool.
Sydney.
Or Sydney. Those are the only 2 cities he knows. That's why he said those. So Australia definitely on my bucket list. I would love to go to Germany. I really would love to go to Germany and Egypt. I'm a big history buff. One of my all-time places that I want to visit is the pyramids. I definitely want to visit the pyramids in Egypt. So
plus we have a friend from Egypt, so maybe
we have a couple of friends in Egypt. Yeah. All right, next question. Do you get involved in mosh pits?
Yes.
He does, not me.
Well, we were in the crater.
Well, I was on the rail.
Yeah, and I was being sucked in.
I'm 40 with a bad back. I'm too old for mosh pits. I have to go to work the next day. So him, yes. Me, not too much now. When I was younger, yes. I remember going to see Machine Head with Slayer. My friend broke his arm in the first song of Machine Head, and he stayed in there for the whole show.
Like
and I had another friend. We were in the mosh pit at Corrosion of Conformity show, and he got elbowed right in the stern here, so he passed out. And I remember us being in the mosh pit and him falling and us looking at each other, me and my other friend, and looking at him and like, yeah. We just continued. I remember that kind of stuff. So I'm too old for that now. Okay, next question.
Did you guys wake him up?
No, he fell down on his face. So then other people picked him up. Yeah, we were kind of douches. All right. Next question. Do you guys have ever considered the idea of visiting Brazil and record stores in São Paulo like Galeria do Rock? Wow, I never thought about visiting Brazil.
No.
Considering I'm Portuguese, that should be on my list of places to visit. But I don't know, man. When I think of Brazil, I always think of the favelas. I always think of me walking around the beach in Ipanema, checking out the hot chicks, and me getting robbed. I mean, I know it's the stereotype of crime in Brazil, but the stereotypes exist for a reason. It's not like I can just come up with stereotypes that Portuguese men have large penises and make it stick. Like, the stereotype happens because there's some truth to it, right? Yeah. So I could start that stereotype of Portuguese men having large penises, but probably wouldn't stick because, you know, it's true, but it probably wouldn't stick. Anyways, let's move on. How long have you grown the beard? It's amazing. This little wee fella, when did I start letting it grow? I'm going to say April.
Yeah.
April?
Because the reason why is because every single time every time you would cut your beard off.
Oh my God, you can see my butt chin. I have a butt chin.
No, but you looked like you were sick.
No, you said I looked gay.
You look gay, but you look like
Not that there's anything wrong with it. I gotta say that.
But you looked like when you cut it and it was like really short. If you look at some of our like kind of previous videos, not old but previous, like after Christmas or
when
before Christmas, like you look.
But I was skinnier then too.
But you looked so sick. You look like a patient. You look like you were dying.
I look like I had cancer.
Like even we have like some family photos of when it was short and you still look like you were dying.
All right, so I think I've been letting it grow since April. So it's been like 3 months. 3 months, I would say 3 months. But I had it trimmed already once. I went to a barber and I had it trimmed so they can give it some nice shape, make it coif and stuff. And yeah. What do you think about Volbeat or Marilyn Manson?
I like them.
I like both, actually. We've seen Volbeat. We saw Volbeat with Metallica and Avenged Sevenfold last summer. I actually really enjoyed Volbeat. And I remember when I said that, when Wolfheart was here at our house for barbecue, I said that, and Thomas from Wolfheart, he almost ripped my head from my body because I guess he's not a big Volbeat fan. So he's like, "But why do you like Volbeat?" And then I was like,
"I mean, you don't want to get into a fight."
No, I know. And then he asked me, "But why do you like Volbeat?" And then I remember it was Laurie was going to say something. He goes, "No. Let him explain himself. Why does he like Volbeat?" And I remember feeling so much pressure. Yeah, I was like, "Oh my God!" Like, I like his voice. You like what? Like, that's the worst thing about Volbeat. So it's like
any mishap, he just rips your head off.
Oh man, so yeah, I like Volbeat a lot. We've seen Volbeat live. I really enjoy. I like the rockabilly aspect of their music. I really like their rockabilly sound to them. I really like his voice. I like Volbeat. I'm not gonna apologize for the fact that I like Volbeat. Marilyn Manson. I like the early Marilyn Manson, like the 90s Marilyn Manson, more than the most recent Marilyn Manson. I think Marilyn Manson had its role in the whole shock metal thing that he did. I enjoyed more of the early stuff than I do the current stuff. I'm not a big fan of his current stuff, but the early stuff I really enjoyed it. Okay, next question. How old is Antonio now? We answered this question already. Yeah, he's 13. He's going to be 14 in September, right? All right. What kind of car you have? I have. I'm wondering if you're thinking of giving me a new one.
I mean,
I'm always looking at upgrading. Yeah, I always fancy an Alfa Romeo. So I have a Hyundai, not a Honda. Honda's Japanese, Hyundai is Korean. I have like Honda's cheap cousin. So I have a Hyundai Velociter. It's like a 2-door sports car with all the bells and whistles, with sunroof, and then my wife has a Hyundai Elantra, like a little hatchback. So we like Hyundais. I've had Nissans and I had Volkswagens, but they always they've been shit.
And I have a Toyota in the basement.
You have a what?
Toyota.
What do you mean you have a Toyota in the basement?
Toyota.
Toyota?
Yeah. You know how we have the Toyota in the basement?
I think you're doing a play on words.
Okay.
You're trying to be clever, and it completely went over my head. It's not your fault. It's mine.
Yeah.
All right, next question. Big fan from Spain. Oh, nuestro hermano. Here's my question. Which is your favorite non-big band from each genre? I mean, pick up your personal favorite band from each genre without choosing, for example, Iron Maiden from heavy metal, or Metallica from thrash metal, or Halloween from power metal. Wow. Okay, so let me start, and then you can chime in with some of yours. Heavy metal band. Favorite heavy metal band that's not like a big heavy metal band. This is tough. Thrash metal band.
Havoc.
If you're picking Havoc is a good choice.
Or I forgot. Damn it, what's the name? We went to see them with Children of Bodom.
Oh, Lost Society.
Lost Society.
So those would be probably my thrash metal ones.
Power metal for me, I would put like...
Not a big one.
Not Sabaton, like Orden Ogan.
Orden Ogan is a good choice for power metal. Death metal...
Or Grill Knights, for example.
Grill Knights, that's another good one. For heavy metal and death metal and black metal, I mean, I don't listen a lot, all of those. I mean, I listen a lot, but I listen to more popular stuff. I'm drawing a blank here. I'm going to say Glacia for symphonic metal. I really like those guys from Portugal. They're really good. Really enjoyed that.
I like Crimson Gales, the song we did from...
Oh, Diablos del Music.
Yeah.
Heavy metal, I'm trying to think. I don't know.
Long Hammer. Does that count as a...
Gloryhammer, you mean Underrest?
Yeah,
that's
Underrest.
Melodic death metal.
Oh, okay.
Wow, I'm kind of drawing a blank. So, Havoc, for sure, for thrash metal.
Yeah, for me it's Lost Society.
Then for death metal, I'm going to go with Beyond Creation.
Okay.
You're good with that one?
No, I like Beyond Creation. I was gonna put mine there.
Yeah, so that's fine. You can put Beyond Creation. Power metal, I'm gonna go with Grail Knights. All right, and heavy metal, I'm gonna go heavy metal. I'm trying to think of a heavy metal band that I really like a lot. That's not one of the big names, but almost all the ones that I really like a lot is like a big name band. If I think about it, I'll say it in a later on in that question. We really butchered this one.
Yeah.
All right, next question. Will you guys be doing any merchandise giveaways in the near future? Love your reactions. Yeah. So, will we be giving any merchandise giveaways in the near future? Well, we're not rich.
No.
And in order for us to give away merchandise, people will have to be buying merchandise. Because if people buy merchandise, we get a percentage from that merchandise. Yeah. Then we could use some of that to do some giveaways. But unfortunately,
the only people that buy our merchandise
is us
and a couple other people.
And a couple of other people. So the short answer is no, at least not in the near future. As the channel gets bigger and there's some stuff happening, then for sure, yes. Now, if we get some stuff like autograph posters from bands and which we do, we'll be planning on doing some giveaways in the near future of that kind of stuff. All right. Man, my ass is starting to hurt from sitting here for so long. All right, next question. What bands are you hoping to see at Tusker 2019? What do you think about 2018 Tusker lineup? I wasn't too impressed with the 2018 Tusker lineup, to be honest with you. I mean, there were some bands there, but some of the bands that were there, I've seen them already. Like with the exception of At the Gates, I've seen Creator. I've never seen Body Count. Actually, that would have been a good band to see. I've seen Creator. I've seen some of the other bands that played there. I wasn't too impressed. Parkway Drive, I think they played there as well. We're going to go see Parkway Drive in September. Yeah. So I wasn't too impressed with this year's lineup, so I wasn't too upset about missing it. Now, who I would like to see there in 2019? Okay, I'll give you 5 bands that I would like to see there in 2019. Wintersun. And not because I've never seen them, because by then I have seen them. But I would like to see them I would like to see them in an outdoor venue in Finland. Wintersun, Nightwish.
I'm counting down the ones I would also want to.
Battle Beast. Camelot. And Stradivarius.
Well, my last 2 would be Sabaton. Because we saw them in a smaller venue.
Oh, outdoor venue. Yeah,
I want to see like the tank.
Yeah. You know. Okay, you don't have to explain yourself. Sabaton,
and then I also want to see Ordenogan, or like...
You're obsessed with Ordenogan.
We haven't done an Organ...
Powerwolf, why not Powerwolf?
Powerwolf. Like another power metal band.
Okay.
That can, put on a good show.
Okay. Can I go to the next question? Okay.
We have a lot.
Next question. I've been watching you on my Xbox for a while, but I can only comment on the phone as a subscriber who can't interact as much as those on the computer. If I had a suggestion for a reaction video, would you put it on the back of the line because I don't interact as often? By the way, I watch your videos constantly on my Xbox. Keep it up. So he's basically asking, because he doesn't post a lot of comments, and if he posts a request, will we not pay attention to his request because he doesn't post a lot? The answer is yes. No, I'm just joking. The answer is
now that you kind of like tell us that.
No, the answer is if you post a request, most likely we'll get to it. It all comes down to when are we going to get to it, because the way we do with the requests is we put all the requests into a folder, like a video folder, and it comes down to, is the video going to be blocked? Can we use that video? If we can use that video, it's a different story. Then
because a lot of the requests we can't use.
Yeah, then it's like, is it a band that we're familiar with? It's a band that we're not familiar with. It's like, there's a lot of factors that go into play, because a lot of people, for example, request, not a lot of people, but some people request Ghost or Avenged Sevenfold, or I'm trying to think of other bands that we're very familiar with. Those two are the ones that come to mind right now. So, if Amon Amarth, for example. Yeah. So, if you're requesting, let's say you're requesting LVT, some song from LV, some song that's not recent. Yeah. Like the chances are you're gonna go to the back of the line, not because you don't interact on the videos, just because it's a band that we're familiar with. With their, like, watching a video of a band that we know, probably already know the song, we already heard the song. It's not really a reaction video. So you know, if it's something completely out of the blue, and also, like, if you don't interact a lot but you want to post a request, at least give us something more than just the name of the band and the name of the song. Yeah. Give us a link, a little bit of a bio, like what is the band about, like why should we watch your video? Give us a reason on why we should watch that video. What annoys me is people who don't interact, and when they interact by posting, it's just the name. Yeah, it's like spam. It's just the name of the band, the name of the song, and they do that in every single video. So to me, they have no interest on. And then once you do that video, you never hear from them again. That to me is the kind of stuff that bothers me. Is that there's they have whatever motives they have. For all that I know, they could be part of the band or whatever. They want us to promote that band, but they don't want to be part of the community that is the channel. That's what bothers me. Now, if you post and you give us a little bit of a bio and your reason why you think we should watch that video, why we would like it, we'll get to it. It's just a matter of when, because there's obviously a lot of requests. All right. Congratulations. Second, my question is, if you guys both were a watermelon, would you be afraid that someone would drill 3 holes in you and use you for bowling? I'm allergic to watermelon.
I like watermelon.
I know. I'm allergic to watermelon. I actually break out if I eat watermelon, and I don't digest it well. If I were okay, I'll let you go. If you were a watermelon, would you be afraid people would drill 3 holes in you and use you for bowling?
Is that a thing?
I don't know, but I mean, if you're going to drill holes in me and you're going to use me for something, bowling is not one of the bad options. I mean, I can think at least of one worse thing you could be doing with those holes in me if I was a watermelon. And bowling never crossed my mind. No. All right, I hope we answer your question. Next, are you ready for the next Twitter Doomsday Clock? Okay, this viewer from Finland kept requesting Shade Empire. Shade Empire. We did the video for Shade Empire. Yeah. Then later on he started asking, okay, it's been 6 months, time for you guys to do some more Shade Empire. So he started a Doomsday Clock on Twitter. With every day that would go by that we wouldn't do Shade Empire, he would add to the Doomsday Clock until we did Shade Empire. So now I guess he's about to start the next Doomsday Clock for the next time we have to do Shade Empire. So that's where this is coming from. Okay. All right. But we didn't answer the question. Are you ready for the next? The answer is I'm ready, but I'm not looking forward to it. No. All right, so this one is, my question is, are you ever going to clean up the background kitchen of yours? Do you really need a better studio, in my opinion, for listening sessions? No offense, of course. All right, so are we ever going to clean up the mess behind us? The answer is probably no, because we're lazy. Yeah, well, plus I
like my maple syrup over here.
Yeah, and his graduation picture, and I like these characters behind us. And why do we need a better studio to listen to music? We're not Banger TV. We don't claim to be Banger TV. We don't claim to be anything else than what we are. You know what I mean? Which is like two douches in their kitchen.
I think the only thing that you kind of brought up was that we would put like a little banner behind us that would
I thought about that, but it's like
A&P-REACTS on them.
Yeah, I thought about something like that, but like we're not planning on being a legit channel. We are what we are. We are father and son watching videos in the kitchen. That is what it is. I mean, if we went banger TV style, then it kind of loses a little bit of what the channel is all about.
Yeah.
We're not a real, like a legit channel that makes money off of YouTube, that we're thinking of a career and making money. We make $0 off of the channel. We don't monetize any of our videos. So sure, does the background need to be cleaned up? Probably.
Well, probably that part of the background.
Yeah, especially that part there. But the issue is whenever I clean up, I throw everything in the garbage, and then my wife and him get super mad because I throw everything without asking anything. And sometimes I threw important things out, like those 2 Smackdown tickets that I bought, that I threw out. So the answer is no, it's not happening. We're not cleaning it up. And second is, I don't think we need a better place to listen to music. We already upgraded our headphones.
I mean, and we've already upgraded kind of where we did, because we actually sat...
We used to have 1 earphone each. We used to listen to
and we used to we were using the same table that we did in like old videos, where we'd sit
I understand what he's saying. Like if we upgraded, it would look more professional. Like if we had like Banger TV, where they have like a nice studio.
Yeah.
But those guys are like professional. They have a studio. You know what I mean? They make money. You know, they can afford to do that kind of stuff. We're using a freaking webcam from Logitech, for God's sakes, you know, in my work laptop, in the kitchen living room. Like, come on. I mean, it is what it is.
We have changed. Like, we used to do them in the basement, then we did on the side part of the basement, then we used to do on the side part of this table.
There are some... I'm not going to call anybody out. There are some reaction channels out there that, honestly, the quality of the videos is so bad, it looks like they're done in a cave in Afghanistan. Like I said this already. Osama bin Laden had better quality videos than some of the stuff that's floating on YouTube. And they have way more subscribers than we do. So,
I mean...
it is what it is. All right, next. Corey, he wants to know, what are some of your favorite non-metal bands? And what have been the most embarrassing things to happen to you both? Wow.
Bonnie M.
Bonnie M, one of your favorite non-metal bands. Bonnie M, yes. Bonnie M is one of my favorite non-metal bands. Well, I'm actually thinking of buying tickets for Bonnie M. Yeah. He's coming in December to Toronto, so I'm actually thinking of going to that show. If I had to pick favorite non-metal bands, Bonnie M would probably be one of those.
And ABBA.
ABBA, definitely one of those. Trying to think of what else. Those are 2 that I can think. I mean, you're putting me on the spot, like to think on the top of my head. Non-metal bands that I would listen to, those would definitely be on the list. I can't think of anything else that I listen to that's not metal. I don't know. I think I'm gonna go with Bonnie M and ABBA.
Yeah.
Same? Okay. His next question was, is there anything embarrassing that happens to all the time?
Yeah.
I mean, like, my life is an embarrassment reel of things happening one after the other. Just not all of them are on video or captured on camera, but I could be here all day telling you guys embarrassing stories. So, all right, let's move on. Congrats. My question is, there are some band songs or albums that you have opposite opinions about. Wow, interesting question. Is there any bands, songs, or albums that we have opposite opinions about?
Yes, the cover of Manowar from Sabaton.
I mean, I think that the band that were more, not polar opposites about it, but that were more, that we view it in a different way, I think Sabaton is a good one. I do not enjoy Sabaton as much as he does. I do enjoy Sabaton, but I'm not to the level that this guy enjoys Sabaton. So I would say that is one of those bands that creates a little bit of a riff, because when they do cover songs of other bands that we like, we're kind of like, you know, we kind of get like. Then if I have to say another one for me is Manowar. I cannot get over the fact that this guy does not like Manowar as much as I do. It's kind of like the way you like Sabaton is the way I like Manowar, and I wish you liked Manowar the way you like Sabaton. So I think that's the best way. Or Rage, yeah, he likes Rage too. So
we did a Rage video.
We haven't posted yet.
Ooh.
We haven't posted yet, so let's not say much about that, please, because that Rage video is coming this week.
You're gonna see though.
Yeah. All right, you almost blew it there. Let's move on. How much have your relationship as father and son grown since you started the reaction videos? A lot. We answered this question before. A lot. We became a lot closer. Our relationship is a lot stronger. I feel like there are certain things we can talk about that have nothing to do with music, but we have that avenue to talk about it because of this channel. So yeah, this channel has been one of the best things we've done, I think, in my opinion, for our relationship as father and son. Don't you agree?
Yeah.
Okay. Pedro, is your wife into metal like you and your son? Have you argued with her about music? So the first answer, I think you can answer that.
No.
No, she's not into metal. Have you?
She likes certain things.
Yeah, I mean, she likes a song here and there, but she's not into metal.
Black Ninja.
Yeah, but she's not into metal. She's into soca and like reggae and pop and that kind of stuff. Anyways, have we had arguments with her about music? The answer is yes, because of concerts. Because we want to go to concerts, and she doesn't want him to come home late, because then he skips school the next morning, and that's a problem, because his marks are horrible. So we had to make a deal with her this year that he's not going to attend any concerts unless they're on Friday or Saturday.
Yeah.
So if the concert is any other day but Friday and Saturday, he can't go, because then he would have to go late to school the next day or something like that. So she doesn't want him to miss school because of concerts.
That's terrible, because what if there's like a really, really...
Well, then you have to convince her. But that has been the main argument point in the house as far as music is. That and the fact that all his shirts are black. She's not happy about that.
This one.
Well, not that one, but all your metal shirts are black. All right, next one. Happy to see your channel getting well. Where do babies come from? No, seriously, beard maintenance. Do you use products or just go natural? Because I just go natural and I find it just as gray as yours, but does not have the silkiness that yours appears to have. Okay,
We're
so
not going to answer the first one.
Where do babies come from? They come from vaginas. I think we can say that safely without getting age restricted. So they come from vaginas.
Vagina.
Yeah, vaginas. Vajayjays. I prefer vajayjays. Punani. I like punani as well. Or lotus flower.
Okay.
Okay, I think we should end there.
I think we should stop there.
Now, as far as the beard is concerned, yes, I use two products. Okay, so I have an oil and I have wax. I don't use them together. What I do is after I put shampoo on my beard when I shower and I wash it, and then when I come out of the shower, I blow dry it with a dryer and I comb it straight, right? After you do that, you use the oil in order to give it a nice shape. Now, if you don't want to use the oil, you can also use the wax. The wax is almost like a gel for the beard. It really gives it like a stiff shape.
Oh, so it's kind of like hair gel.
Yeah, but I don't like that stiff look as much. I like the more lively look. So I like the oil, and then I just comb it with my hands, and that's what I do.
Plus, when your beard gets bigger, you're going to want to use the oil more because
the oil also moisturizes your skin, so you don't get dry skin inside of your beard. All right.
And then do the Viking braid.
Yes. So next question. The answer to this is probably too obvious, but are you going to see Wintersun when they come to Canada and Toronto, Canada, US? The answer is yes. It's a 19 and over show. I'm going. He's not because it's 19 and over. I'm actually I've been talking to the guys in Wintersun, and Dimmu is going to be putting me on the guest list +1 for that show. So I can't take him as my +1, but I'm going to take a friend of mine or something like that. But I'm also been talking to Asim, and we're trying to see if we can do something with him, maybe meet the band before the show or sneak him in or something. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But I'm definitely going to the show. I mean, I was going to buy a ticket. I was not going to miss it. But Wintersun was kind enough, Dimmu was kind enough to tell me that, Pedro, don't worry about it. We'll put you on the guest list. So, next. Congrats. My question is for both of you. Which album cover is your favorite?
Wow. That's actually a good one.
Yeah, it is a good one. I mean, you can almost pick any Cannibal Corpse album cover and you cannot go wrong. That's a fact. You can pick almost any album cover from Cannibal Corpse without going wrong. If I have to pick one that has meant something to me that I always thought was absolutely epic, it's not going to be the greatest for everybody of all time, but it's the one. I mean, I have so many connections with that band and with that album. I have to pick Arise from Sepultura as one of my favorite album covers of all time. I really like the graphics on that album cover. But you can pick any Cannibal Corpse and you cannot go wrong.
For me, it would either be like any Sabaton. Well, like, because the Sabaton ones have like.
Even Sabaton, oh my god.
Well, I like the albums or the Underrask one.
The Underrask cover is actually pretty cool. The Underrask cover is pretty cool. All right. Good job, guys. What do you do if Nightwish comes in the backyard unexpected? Wow. If they showed up in our backyard unexpected, I'd say play, bitches. Like, play a song for us. Like, I wish I had an angel. Like,
prove it.
Yeah, like, sing for me.
And then we'll barbecue.
And then we'll barbecue, yes. Well, unless they're vegetarian. If they're vegetarian, we can barbecue vegetables.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, I would ask them to sing a song for us. And it could be acoustic, like, or a cappella. Like, do some Van Canto version of one of their songs, you know? Like, something like that, I think. And then we would barbecue. And then I would hope that Flora is not wearing quickie boots. Otherwise, we would have to have a talk. Now, it would be extra cool if she could show up with her husband. And then he shows up with the rest of the guys from Sabaton. Now that would be...
That's the best barbecue.
Like, that's the best barbecue ever. Like, Nightwish and Sabaton together in our backyard, you know.
And right. This... I just want to point something out. This is the first video that I've been in that we've hit the hour mark.
Yes, okay. Let's try to get through this quicker. Okay, name your top 10 metal bands of all time. 10 to 1. Oh, man, this is really tough. I'm not going to go in order. Okay, it's really hard to go in order because I really have to think about it to really put an order together. So I'm just going to tell you my 10 favorite of all time. Slayer, Anthrax, Iron Maiden, Ghost, Wintersun, Manowar, Cannibal Corpse. I need 3 more. Suicidal Tendencies, Judas Priest, Black Sabbath. I'm not going to put them in order.
Sabaton, Powerwolf.
I thought you were going to go Sabaton. That's what I thought you were going to do. But anyways.
Sabaton, Powerwolf, Nightwish, Wintersun.
Oh, I forgot Nightwish.
Yeah, you did. Judas Priest. Then
I forgot Amorphis.
Yeah, Amorphis. You also forgot.
I forgot Wolfheart too.
Wolfheart. You know who else you forgot?
Who?
More Subita. More Principium Est. And you forgot the Pirates. You forgot the Pirates themselves.
Oh, Alestorm is not on my top 10 list.
Really?
Not on my top 10
I love Alestorm.
Not on my top 10 list.
Really?
No, it's not. I love them as much as the next drunken sailor, but it's not on my top 10 list. All right, let's move on. Where's your wife and how does she feel about all of this? Right now, she's locked in her room because we don't want her to make noise while we're recording this long-ass video. And how does she feel about all of this? Yes. Mixed emotions, I would say. Sometimes she really likes the fact that we have this channel and the dynamic between the two of us, and you're starting to fall off camera. Please, come on, get your shit together. Mixed emotions. Sometimes she really enjoys the fact that we have the channel and we have this bonding experience, but sometimes she complains that she feels like a third wheel because she doesn't listen to metal. She's not part of things, so she feels like an extra wheel, if you will. So she feels a little bit of left out. It's not that we don't invite her to come to shows with us. It's just that she doesn't like it, and for her to go, what's the point? We took her to Apocalyptica.
She liked that.
I thought that was okay. I wanted her to go with us to Nightwish because I thought she would enjoy that. But it's really not her thing. So if it's not her thing, like, why force her, you know? Anyways, next one. Congrats, guys. Great videos. Who is your favorite doom metal, power metal, death metal, black metal, prog metal, Viking metal bands? Jesus Christ. All right, so doom metal, I would say, doom metal. I'm gonna go with Halatar. Since we did that Halatar video, I've listened to more of their stuff. Man, Halatar is just impressive. Plus, we met the guitar player from Halatar, Yuhu. He was here at our house. He was touring with Wolfheart.
Power metal, you already know.
Power metal, he's gonna go with Sabaton. I'm gonna go with Manowar. Death metal has to be Cannibal Corpse. Obituary is a very close second.
I don't know many death metal bands.
I thought you were going to say Beyond Creation or Obscura. Well, they're technical death metal, but still they're death metal.
And then
black metal for
me,
Angren. For me is Immortal. Prog metal. I don't listen to a lot of prog metal. I'm going to have to say Dream Theater. You don't. I don't think you listen to almost any prog metal.
I don't think I do.
All right, Viking metal. I know it's not really Viking metal. It's death metal with a Viking theme, but I have to go with the Monomarth. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Monomarth. All right,
that's my favorite.
I forgot on my top 10 list. I forgot a Monomarth.
You did.
Holy shit. What and how you got into metal music? And there's some genres that are nearly to your heart. I think that's what he's trying to say. I got into metal music at the tender age of like 12, 13, and it was a friend of mine had a tape.
Oh, we got into metal music
at the same age.
Yeah.
I had a friend of mine that had tape. On one side of the tape was Arise from Sepultura. On the other side was Beneath the Rimmings from Sepultura. I was the only kid in my town in Portugal that had two tape decks. So you could put a tape on one side to play and the other tape on the other side to record. But when you do that, you actually have to listen in real time to the whole tape. And for a period of a week, I was recording those two tapes for everybody and all my friends. So I heard, in 1 week, I heard Beneath the Remains and Arise from Sepultura, I think, easily over 20 times. In real time, not fast forward, in real time.
You just sat there.
I had to sit there and listen to it. And I remember it started to sound like noise. And then I got more familiar with it. And then I started enjoying it more and more and more. And then I wanted to discover more. And that's how I got into it.
You were really patient. If it was me, I would just like walk out of the room.
Put the volume all the way down? So the issue is if you put the volume all the way down, then the music would be recorded really low.
No, I would leave it up. I would just
go do something else.
Yeah.
Oh, no. No, because they were hanging out in the room with me.
Oh.
We were talking about shit and whatever and whatever. So that's how I got into it, and he got into it because of me playing it in the car and the channel. What genre is nearly and dearly to your heart? For you, I think it's power metal.
Power metal, technical death metal. Those are the two.
For me, it's melodic death metal. Melodic death metal and thrash metal. Those are the two genres that I absolutely love. All right, next. Well done, guys. Well deserved. You guys come with the winning formula, blah, blah, blah. My question is... would you ever consider doing an occasional non-music related video like Portuguese cooking, house tour, 10 favorite, your shirts, or even the mom-wife video? Wow, that sounds like a porno.
I mean, weren't we gonna do like a showing off our t-shirts?
We're thinking of doing a video where we show off our t-shirt collection because we have 3 drawers of metal t-shirts. Both him and I, we have shirts that we haven't even worn yet.
Yeah.
That we bought at concerts that we haven't worn.
I haven't worn my
your arch enemy.
Arch enemy one. I haven't worn it.
I haven't worn my Ginger. I haven't worn my Sacred Reich. All the shows that I go to, I buy a shirt.
Yeah.
Or at least one. And I haven't worn. I have at least 20 shirts that I've never worn in my life. Also, bands send us a lot of merch. And I have shirts from bands that sent us stuff that I haven't even worn that yet either. So.
Do you want to do a cooking video?
I don't think you want to do a cooking. I don't know. I was thinking of doing a wine video, like how to make like cocktails. Like
I'll film you.
I don't cook though.
Put the Bob Ross music in the background. Welcome to Making Wine with A&P-REACTS.
I don't know. We're thinking of doing some non-related stuff. Maybe while we're in Portugal, we do some. I don't know. The t-shirt one is definitely something we thought about doing. We haven't done it yet, but we thought about doing something like that. I think would be cool. Cooking, no. I thought about doing some wine, like where I show you guys how to do like pina coladas or like Long Island iced teas or something like that. I don't know. Maybe we'll do something like that. Maybe. I don't know. What do you think about Powerwolf? Have you heard the latest album? Seriously? Like the latest album is absolutely insane. I especially the covers.
Oh,
Resurrection by Erection by Battle Beast is phenomenal. I absolutely love it.
Army of the Night.
Army of the Night. I mean, but the new album, the new songs. I think I played that thing in the car over the last couple of days, like on loop, non-stop. So I love Powerwolf. I wish these guys tour in North America. I would love to see a Powerwolf, Battle Beast, Grail Knight, Sabaton tour. That would be absolutely insane.
That would be the best.
That would be absolutely insane.
And follow the cipher.
And follow the cipher if you could add that. So, can you play musical instruments? He plays guitar. I do a mean cowbell, and I can also
Hero.
Guitar Hero, yes, and I can also play with myself. I know it's not an instrument, musical instrument, but it is an instrument. It's an instrument of love making. Next. Who will win the World Cup? That's easy. France.
Because they already did.
Yes, France. This was the easiest question of the day. Who will win the World Cup? France. All right. Pedro, what do you do for a living? I am a health and safety manager for a software company in North America, as well as a facilities manager. So I deal with health and safety, predominantly health and safety. Hi guys, my question is for both of you. Pedro, who was your favorite metal band growing up? And Antonio, who is your favorite metal band currently? I'll let you go first. Who is your favorite metal band currently? I think I know what the answer is going to be.
Beyond Creation.
Oh, it's not Sabaton? Come on, you have to be honest. You like Beyond Creation, but come on.
Sabaton.
Sabaton is your favorite. Don't lie to the folks.
But then again, I do Sabaton. I used to listen to Sabaton. All the songs I had. Now I actually listen to Sabaton. Then I listen to like some other songs like Varg. I listen to that. Then I listen to I kind of...
You alternate.
Yeah, I alternate.
But Sabaton is your favorite
Sabaton
band.
is near and dear to my heart.
Okay, so my favorite metal band growing up was Slayer. Slayer. Fuck Slayer. Yes. I'd like to know what countries you have visited, attended concerts there. What differences in fan behavior, atmosphere? Could you feel, as I'm German, you're ever in Germany or already? No, we've never been to Germany. We would love to go to Germany. What countries we've attended concerts in? I've attended concerts in 3 different countries, obviously Canada, Portugal, and US. I would say from the 3 countries, the craziest atmosphere that I experienced was in Portugal. European venues, especially smaller venues. I was young at the time too. They were insane. I remember in line for Manowar concert. Was it Manowar? I think it was Manowar. And during sound check, people were moshing on the lineup. And the trees were vibrating outside. That's how loud the sound check was.
The sound check?
Yeah, people used to mosh during sound check while you're lining up to get to the venue. Anything was a reason to mosh when you were a kid.
Yeah.
So I'd say Portugal, my experiences there were always like extremely hype crowds. I don't know how it is now. I don't know how the music scene is there now, but that was my experience.
I'm not going to say anything because we're going to Portugal soon. And, I haven't really...
But I'll say this. Tell me if you agree with me. In Canada, the concerts we've been to the US for one show. It was an outdoor show, and like the crowd wasn't crazy.
Wait, really?
Yeah, 3 Days Grace.
Yeah.
So, but in Canada, we've been to many different venues, many different places, many different shows. I think there's a real difference between an all ages show and a 19 and over. 19 and over, it's more quiet and people are just chilled. When it's an all ages show in a small venue, the people go absolutely mental. Yeah. It's crazy. So. All right, next. Wow, this is a big one. Congratulations on the milestone. Okay, so we're going to skip that. We're going to go to the question. From what you've said, I guess you're originally from Portugal. So I'm curious what caused you to move to Canada. I lived in Ottawa since 2004, but originally from the US. So it's always interesting to hear what other people's stories are about moving. Second question is, do you think your wife will ever join you guys on a reaction video? Okay, so... First question is, I moved to Canada in 1996 to go to college, to study. I said that already.
Yeah.
So that's why I moved to Canada, for a better education. Plus, I moved here because I used to watch Beverly Hills 90210, and I thought, wow, man, that's how the ladies look like in school? I got to go there for school. Well, not to Beverly Hills, but here. Then I came here and I found out school looked much different from Beverly Hills 90210. It was more like Fraggle Rock versus...
I'm like,
everybody here was Fraggles. Anyways,
a bunch of like kind of metal ones that we have the Fraggle Rocks over here.
So the other question is, will we ever have your mom in a reaction video? I think the safe answer to that question is probably no.
I hope one day.
Maybe one day. Maybe if she wants to do a video with us one day. I don't know. My ass is really
big. But then again, same. Then again, to add more people into like a video, we would have to get a better camera.
I know it's going to be hard to squeeze our 3 asses into one frame. Yeah. But maybe someday. I was thinking of doing this Christmas when his grandmother comes over, maybe do them, not us in the video, just film them reacting to like some anal Nathrak or something like that. Just to, or a Cradle of Filth or Belphegor or something like that. Because your grandmother's pretty religious, so I think it would be kind of interesting to see her take on some of that kind of stuff. Have you ever become friends with band members of bands you've done request videos for, except for me and Tommy and that Finnish band? That Finnish band means Wolfheart. This is Tomas from Symphony of Tragedy. The answer is yes. Yes, a lot of bands actually. We do reaction videos, and then the bands sometimes share our videos. and then they add us as friends on Facebook. Like Grail Knights, for example. But I think if you want to take it to a next level, is meeting in person, right? In terms of becoming friends with people in bands, I could go on and on. Like Andy Gillian from Morse Principium, the guys from Morse Subita, Meek and the guys from Morse Subita, Wolfheart, obviously, Symphony of Tragedy, Thomas and Tommy, who's also in Sabaton. Who else? Anna Murphy from Cellar, Darling, Namtar from Carach, Angren, the lead singer from Fit for an Autopsy. Can't remember his name. We met him in person after we did a reaction video. He actually came to talk to us at a show.
That was actually the first one we've ever.
That was actually the first one. So many. I mean, we became friends with so many bands that we've done the videos.
OJ.
OJ from Byzantine, yes. Brian Henderson from Byzantine, all the guys from Byzantine. So there's been so many, because we do the videos, we post them, then the bands watch them, they dig it, and then they add me as a friend on Facebook, we get to chat and whatever, and then sometimes we're lucky enough that we get to go to the show when they come to town, and we get to meet them in person. Let's not forget I would say if I had to pick one of our biggest friends in Mr. Asim from Damnation Plan and Wintersun. That guy's like the brother I wish I had. I love that dude. Absolutely love the dude. Because of him, I've met so many other people in the band, in Wintersun, and other bands as well. And obviously my boy Andy Gillian. Like, it's just been so many guys. I don't want to leave anybody out, but we've been blessed that we've gotten to meet so many bands, so many people in different bands, and it's been such a wonderful experience. Really wonderful experience. Well done, guys. I love your passion and authenticity in your reactions. Authenticity. What are your top 10 favorite movies and why? Wow. I'm not going to go into the why, because otherwise we'll be here forever.
Yeah.
But I'll give you my top 10 favorite movies. I don't know about you, if you can think of top 10 favorite movies. I'm going to go with Shawshank Redemption, Platoon. I'm going to put Shawshank Redemption, Platoon, A League of Their Own. Zombieland, Jaws, The Exorcist. Let me think. Indiana Jones, the first Indiana Jones, not any of the sequels, the original Indiana Jones. Star Wars, the original Star Wars, not any of the other stuff, the original Star Wars. Two more favorite movies. I'm trying to think of my movie collection. Gone in 60 Seconds. I know it's so cheesy, but I absolutely love that movie. And Scarface.
Okay. Scary movie.
Okay, no, it's fine. Go. It's your list.
Friday the 13th. I like almost all the Friday the 13th movies, except for like
okay, doesn't matter.
The Manhattan or whatever.
We still have like 50 questions to go through.
Holy shit. Then Chucky.
Mm-hmm.
What was that movie with the? Okay, whatever. Can't remember that movie. Jaws. I don't watch many movies. Crow. I don't.
Yeah, he doesn't watch a lot of movies. Not as much as me.
Yeah.
Oh, Deadpool.
Deadpool.
I know you're really a fan of Deadpool. That's
Black Panther. But that was a good movie.
I didn't like it.
You don't like Black Panther?
I thought it was okay.
Like one of the only people I know that doesn't like Black Panther.
I thought it was alright. Have either of you ever moshed? Were you injured at all? We answered this already. He goes quite a bit. I don't anymore. Have we ever been injured at all? The answer is yes.
The lead singer from Inferi.
Inferi at the last. We went to see we went to see Rivers of Now. The lead singer from Inferi went on stage and stage dove and hit him with his knee on his neck, and he was like out for the count. And he had a black eye at a show once too. I can't remember what show it is.
It was Sabaton Creator.
Yeah,
one of the mosh pitters kicked me in the eye.
Yeah, there's no kicking in the mosh pit, but no, it was one of the guys crowd surfing that hit you. Yeah. I've been injured, but nothing serious, just like a jammed neck or like a pulled shoulder or something like that. All right. What does Antonio Mom think of his newfound fame? Is she was commenting on the Sabaton live videos when they were in Toronto, looking for you guys. like I said, she's really proud of the two of us. She's really proud of her son. She's really proud of the channel and what we've done. But sometimes she feels a little bit left out. Like right now, I'm sure she's pissed. She's been locked in her room
for like an hour.
For like an hour and 20 minutes. So I know she's not thrilled with how this is developed. All right, next one. You guys should do vlogs when you go to concerts and so on. Let me explain you why.
GoPros.
If we had GoPros that we could attach a GoPro and do it, we would. But the end of the day is this. We want to enjoy the show. If we go there and we start filming us and talking to each other, and it takes away from our own enjoyment of the concert, right? Like, how much can I really take it all in from the concert if I'm there to record it? You know what I mean? I'm not a journalist who's going there for a job, who gets paid to go there to document the concert. Yeah. If this is not our job, this is a hobby. So when we go to a show, we go as fans. We want to enjoy the show. If we start recording and stuff like that, we're going to be missing out on the experience of enjoying the show. Does that answer the question? I think that does. Yeah. If we had GoPros that we could press record and enjoy the show and just record it for you guys and whatever, we would, but we don't have them. So my question is, what kind of video games are you into? Don't know if Pedro even got time to playing today. Well, I don't have time to play today. I'll let him talk more about that because he's more of the video gamer than I am. My absolute all-time favorite video game is
Assassin's Creed.
Assassin's Creed. I finished the first 5 Assassin's Creed.
The only part of Assassin's Creed I like is like kind of going around and
killing people
and becoming an assassin.
I know,
not the trailing missions where you have to follow the guy for like 8 minutes just to follow the guy and end up killing him.
I love.
And then they build up these bad guys to look like horrible pieces of shit that they are. And then when you kill them, finally you kill them, then you bring them down like they're a baby, giving them their rights.
I love Assassin's Creed. That one and
Red Dead Redemption.
Which
they're coming out with a new one.
Exactly. Those are my 2 favorite video games of all time. You. Favorite video games? Just 2. Just
2? Okay, so I play like Fortnite and I play the Friday the 13th game.
And FIFA. Those are the 3 games you play the most.
Yeah, and sometimes Call of Duty.
Okay. Alright. He's the gamer. Congratulations. You guys really give metal bands so much needed exposure. Also, well, my question is, how long have you been listening to metal? Metal and what's your favorite genre? And show us your abs, Pedro. Well, I would show you my abs, but for me to show you my abs, I would have to have abs.
Yeah.
I'm sure they're hiding in there somewhere, but right now they're covered by a blubber of fat because I'm preparing for the winter that's coming ahead.
Winter's coming.
Winter's coming, folks.
And in Canada, it comes
quick and fast and heavy.
5 months too early.
So, what was it? I forgot what's the original question. My question is, how long have you been listening? I've been listening to metal since I was about 12, and he's been listening to metal for a better part of a year and a half now.
Yeah.
Year and a half. Oh, and I forgot. He asked, what's our favorite genre? I already said that. Power metal, melodic death metal. Question, can we pretty please see Antonio play his guitar? If you go on Instagram, I think there's a video of you playing some Sabaton on your guitar there.
I know a little bit how to play, what's it called? Zombie from the Cranberries?
And some Sabaton, some Inmate.
Yeah, 4859.
All right. Congrats from Ecuador. My question is, have you been best, worst metal concert you've attended? We already talked about which the worst one is, so what was...
The best one was like...
For you, it was probably Sabaton Creator Show.
Oh yeah, because it's a more active one that I've been to. Like,
for me,
the Slayer one was pretty good, but it wasn't as active because it was a big venue.
For me, the most memorable one has to be Children of Bonum last year in November.
That was another one, yeah.
That was the most memorable one. Congratulations. Yeah, mine too. I'm starting to get...
Like my tailbone is killing me.
I'm starting to get sore in my ass. Question, in your videos, you wear an impressive number of different band shirts. I wonder if you will ever wear a Gloriose. Gloriose is a Benfica jersey in one of your videos. Yes, most likely on the next time we do a Portuguese doubleheader, both of us will be wearing some Benfica jerseys. All right? I'll be wearing my Rui Costa, and you can wear a Luizão or Nuno Gomes. You know, either one or the other. Do your son play any video games? Yes, we talked about this already. He plays video games. What's the most JD Jack Daniels you ever drank in one night? Mine was probably 2/5 a night. Well, I had a drinking problem, obviously, if you're drinking that much. Okay, so how much... I was never big on Jack Daniels. I drink Jack Daniels but mixed with Coke. But I've always been more of a fan of rum. I love rum. Rum and Coke. I'm absolutely like... if we have... I don't drink anymore. I used to drink a lot. I used to go through a bottle of rum a week. I used to drink quite a bit. What are your stances on pop music that can be heard on most radio stations nowadays? I mean, to each his own. I mean, if people like to listen to pop music, let them listen to pop music. As you know, I have nothing against any other genre of music. Like, you let me listen to mine, I'll let you listen to yours.
Yeah.
I don't listen to it, but
I was talking about how we should have started a radio station, because in Canada and North America, there's not that many like radio stations that play like Finnish bands and bands in like Germany, like only Americanized bands they play. If we started a radio station, we would only play we'd play a lot of Finnish bands. We'd play a lot of, you know, different bands that are never played on radios in North America.
All right, yeah. So I don't have anything against pop. I think it's a little bit diluted and brainwashes people into thinking that life is all about rims and hose and making it rain. But, you know, it is what it is. I mean,
and Lil Wayne and didn't someone say, can you guys react to a Lil Wayne video?
I don't know. I can't remember. Any question, right? So please explain the meaning of life. The meaning of life is simple. You live, you die.
Eat, sleep,
shit, die. I mean, there's really no meaning. Life's meaning is what you make out of your own life. Yeah. So understand what gives you pleasure, what you enjoy doing, and that is the meaning of your life. Everybody's meaning of life is different because we're all different people, so we all have different meanings. Wow, that was some philosophy stuff. I agree with one of your earlier comments. Question from me: any plans of having a themed outside of metal genres like blues, southern rock, even disco? I mean, not really. No. I mean, no. No. Which traditional remedy works the best for severe post-gig hangover? Sauna, terva, or vina? I'm going to say post-gig hangover, the best thing is a large coffee. For me, at least. For me, it's a large coffee. If you can add a bagel, then even better. But a large coffee really works for me. Also sleep. Like, sleep as much as you can after the show. And then when you finally wake up, coffee.
Yeah.
Do you like spaghetti and meatballs? Antonio, I'm going to let you answer that one. Because then he asks, do you guys think of Powerwolf? Well...
you already heard what we thought of Powerwolf.
Yeah, and the reason why we don't do any reactions for their latest songs, because they're all copyright blocked.
I do like spaghetti and meatballs.
I don't. I'm not a big fan of spaghetti and meatballs. I'm not a big fan of pasta.
Do you like Swedish meatballs at least?
I like the ones from IKEA.
IKEA has some good food.
Wow.
Not that good of...
There's two things I never thought I'd hear in the same sentence. IKEA and good food.
I mean, compared to like their like tables and stuff that don't match with anything in the house.
And you need Allen keys to build.
Yeah.
All right, so you are doing great interviews. Who do you really like to interview? Who I would really like to interview that I haven't interviewed yet? Wow. I would... Anybody?
Anybody.
I'll tell you two people I would love to interview. Tom Araya from Slayer, because Slayer is my all-time... they were a huge part of my life growing up as a teenager listening to metal music. I would love to talk to Tom Araya because of that. I had the pleasure to interview Yari from Wintersun, so mark that on the checklist.
From Nightwish?
I would like to interview Thomas from Nightwish. He's the man behind the music, so I really want to talk to him to see what is ticking inside of his brain when he's creating those wonderful songs. Congrats, guys. Question: which was the first concert festival band you have assisted to, like you've watched? I think for you, we talked about this. The first one was metal, was Disturbed.
Yeah.
For me, the first ever concert I attended was Slayer with Machine Head in 1994. Any particular reason you don't review immemorial songs? That's Yari's earlier work. No, there's no particular reason. Most of them, I wish I could give you a reason, but it's just that I don't have a good reason. No, it's just being douches. No. Awesome, guys. Hey, Benjamin asked us a question. This is the dude we met at the Apocalyptica show. Remember, outside in line at the Apocalyptica show? Benjamin?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he was there with his girlfriend. Me and him, we actually meet up and we go to a lot of shows together. Last time I saw him was at Insomnium. He was with me at Wolfheart, and then I met him again at Insomnium show. My question is, can Antonio speak Portuguese?
No.
You know a few words. Like pila. You know pila. Fome, boca. Orelhas, olhos. You know a few words. Not enough to put a sentence together.
Unless the sentence is like...
It's like a disturbing sentence.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the answer is no. Congratulations. My question is, what's your opinion on the thought of Metallica having both Robert Trujillo and Jason Newsted as members in the band? I feel like I'm the only one who would be very much enjoy if this happened. Next bass guitar player, thank you both in advance. What's my thoughts on having both Robert Trujillo and... They're both very different styles of playing bass. I don't see what's the positive... Like, what are you getting by having two different bass players in the band together at the same time? I mean, like, what's the upside? I don't see any upside.
Double bass?
I know, but they're both very different styles of playing bass. And like, I honestly don't see what the upside of having those two guys in the band, like either one or the other. I honestly think for the new Metallica, Robert Trujillo fits it much better. But I was a big fan of Jason's playing when he was with Metallica as well. I just don't see what the benefit is of having both. Do you guys like Marilyn Manson, yes or no, and why? We answered this question already. The answer was yes. I like more of the earlier stuff. He likes Marilyn Manson, so yeah. I wonder what the questions about Marilyn Manson is. Like, did he do something wrong that we're not aware of and people are hating on Marilyn Manson?
Or is it because, like, our first ever, like, kind of poll on request was, you said, you said something, and I said tainted blood.
No,
Tainted love.
Tainted love. I don't know. Are you guys going to see Maiden the next time they roll through America? The set list is dope. We saw Iron Maiden last year. It was the Book of Souls tour. I hear now they're doing a different tour now where they're just doing their classics. Depending on the price. I've seen Maiden twice. I saw Maiden for the Seventh Son of the Seventh Son tour when they brought that back in the early 2000s. And we saw them last year.
You saw them in 2012.
Yeah, so that's the Seventh Son of the Seventh Son, like in 2000 and something, 10, 12, whatever. I saw Seventh Son of the Seventh Son tour. They brought that album back and they went on tour for that album. They played the whole album in its entirety. And we saw them last year. Would I go see them again, depending on the price?
Yeah.
Honestly, depending on the price, because normally when they come to North America, the tickets are really expensive. What band songs has your opinion changed or significantly over time?
Belphegor and...
Hatebreed?
Yeah. Over time, I'm starting to like them more.
I'm going to say definitely Hatebreed. When I first listened to Hatebreed, I didn't really like it, and it's grown on me. So to me, that's one of the bands that I can think of that my opinion of them has changed over time. Yeah.
That song is actually really good.
Yeah. Okay, here's my question. We all know the big four: Metallica, Slayer, Megadeth, and Anthrax. If there was big six, which two bands would you add to it? Obviously, they have to be thrash metal bands. So who would you add to that big six? And whoever you will say, it's going to piss off people. So.
Yeah.
So, who would you add?
To the big six of thrash metal bands?
Yeah. I don't think you listen to enough thrash metal to answer this question. So, I would say, if I'm going to have a big six, Testament and Overkill have to be on that list. That's my answer. Yeah.
Did you skip one?
No, I thought that was the last one. It's not the last one. Oh, I did skip one. Okay. What's your favorite version of Cristiano Ronaldo? The one in Manchester United or the one at Real Madrid?
Manchester United.
Oh, that was the young Ronaldo with the bad teeth and the curly hair, and now he's all fixed up. I'm really looking forward to the Juventus version of Cristiano Ronaldo. I want to see what that's going to be all about. Which way do you hang your toilet paper? Oh, like coming over the top or underneath it?
Underneath.
Oh, I like it over the top. I
Ow.
hate the underneath thing.
Because the underneath it's softer.
Why? The over the top is much better.
But it has the rugged parts.
I find that when it's underneath it, when I'm pulling it, it constantly breaks, and then I'm left with all these tiny little squares. And tiny little squares mean shit on my hands. That's what that means. So I like over the top. You like underneath? Okay. Aren't you bothered with the awful vocals of Sabaton? Okay, who's this guy? Seriously? Seriously? No, I'm not bothered with the awful vocals. There's no such thing as awful vocals of Sabaton.
His voice is...
I'm bothered with the awful vocals of Anal Nathrak. All right. Besides Tusker, what are your plans for a trip to Finland next year? Our plan is we're going to be going to Finland for a week. We're going to be hitting Tusker, and then we're going to stay for a couple of days after to do some sightseeing around Helsinki. That's our plan. And then after that, we're going to stop in Portugal on our way back to Canada to visit my mother.
Yeah.
And stay there for maybe like 4 or 5 days, and then come back home. Right? My question would be, what would be your ultimate concert if you could pick any band in any location, not necessarily a traditional venue? I would love to see Nightwish perform at the pyramids in Giza. At night.
At night.
Yes.
And the fireworks have to come out of the pyramid.
I don't care where the fireworks... They could come out of my ass for all that I care. I just want to see them in that kind of setting. I think would be absolutely... Imagine the greatest show on earth in that setting. Or any other song. Wish I Had an Angel in that setting. I think would be insane. You?
It'd probably be... I would say, like... obviously, my venue would be the Phoenix, because that's actually where I have more fun, the most fun when we go to concerts is the Phoenix. And I'll just pile on bands there, like Sabaton, Wolfheart, you name it, they're there. Amon Amarth.
I think yours is much easier to accomplish than mine. So.
It actually is. I don't see Nightwish doing stuff at the Giza.
Oh, I think it would be amazing. Are you kidding me? Like... In the middle of the pyramids would be awesome. Anyways, when will Yachty release Time 2? Time will tell. Time will tell.
Only God knows, and that's Lemmy.
Yeah. Oh, that was a good one. I like that.
Who would win a fight, Lemmy or God?
I think only time can tell when Time 2 will be released. I hope I'm still alive when that happens. Can you show us your house? Oof. No. Maybe one day we can do a video of our house, but then I think his mom would not be pleased with that. No, she would be like, I don't want people knowing how my house looks like, and where she's already kind of freaked that people know too much about
like
our personal life.
House.
No, but also I have people on Facebook that befriended me that don't even know who they are, right? So they can see pictures of me when I was a baby with my tallywhacker in the water. Anyways. I feel like this guy's asked like 5 questions already.
Trickster?
Yeah, question. Isn't Alexi Leo of Children of Bodom the hottest person in metal? Is that just me being queer? I like Alexi so... Dude, you like who you like. I mean, that's fine. I mean, I'm not here to judge people's sexual preferences. I'm totally fine with my own sexuality. I honestly say that if I was gay, I would totally have a huge hard-on for the guy that plays Deadpool. What's his name? Ryan Reynolds. I think the guy's hot, but that's just me. As far as Alexi, I'm not a big fan of the painted fingernails. I'm not a huge fan of that. I think he tries too hard to be cool. I'm not saying he's not cool, but I'm just saying he tries too hard with those hats and the scarves and the fingernails. Dude, when you're cool, you're cool. Mm-hmm. You don't need accessories to be cool. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's just me. Like, but whatever.
Going from metal to hard rock is not cool.
I mean, let's not jump into that because we don't know if that's happening.
I mean,
All right, next question. Drew McIntyre, by the way, he has a YouTube reaction channel.
Oh.
Yes. I guess my question is for you guys, do you watch other metal YouTubers, and do you plan to collaborate one day? We watch, well, I don't know about you. He doesn't. I am friends with Galactic Criminal, Ruben, Bo, who no longer has a channel. He has a channel, he just doesn't post stuff. I'm trying to think of who else. John G, the guy from Noise Pictures and Words, what's his name? Edgy. So these are all guys that I enjoy checking out what they're up to, what they do. Oh, and my boy Truant. Don't forget my boy Truant. So all of these guys are people that I talk to and that I follow, and I subscribe to their channels. I like to check out their stuff because some of them check different stuff than we do. They do different kinds of stuff, and I always wanted to see what they're up to, what they're doing. Yeah, so would we collaborate? Yeah, I'm always open for ideas. If they were up to do something cool, we would be up to do something cool. All right, which artist do you introduce Antonio to, metal, hard rock, or not? And how old was he? Well, every single band that you listen to, I pretty much introduced you to. But you got your start with System of a Down, Nirvana, 3 Days Grace. I started you with more of the soft stuff, Soundgarden.
I remember, and also the second question, you did try teaching me, like not putting me in Portuguese school, but I'm talking about like you actually tried teaching me Portuguese. You went in the fridge and you were like, "What's that?" And then I'd have to say it.
Yeah, when you were little, I tried, but you went to Portuguese school for a couple of years as well, but it was a total failure. So I tried teaching Portuguese, but it was an epic fail. If you could have 10 bands host a music festival, I believe this is the last one, by the way, finally. It's almost 2 hours. Oh. If you could have 10 bands host a music festival, what would you choose? He posted his. For me, we talked about this already, like what would be our favorite bands. But, you know, like Nightwish, Wintersun.
Oh, I see a band in there.
LVD, which I didn't mention before.
I see a band in there.
Sabaton.
That actually... We're going to do a reaction video for this. He doesn't know the song, which is Dragon Force. We've done them.
I think we've done one video from them. So.
But there's a song that everyone knows. Everyone.
Okay, but what does that have to do with this question?
No, I see that. We have to do that video.
Okay, fine. We have to do that.
When we do that video and you say that you don't know that song, we're going to lose so many subscribers.
Okay, maybe I do know that song. You don't know that.
I played like 5 seconds of the song. You're like, I don't know that song.
Maybe I just wanted to brush you off because I had to go to the toilet.
You didn't have to.
Oh, you don't know that. Maybe I was sweating it off. Sometimes you don't have to pee. You just can sweat it off. All right, so this is it. I don't think there's any other. No, there's no other. This is it. All right, guys. So we answer all of your questions.
Longest video I've been in.
Oh man, longest video we've done on this channel. That's for sure. By 40 minutes. So my ass is like feeling square right now. All right, guys, once again, thank you for subscribing to our channel. Thank you for the questions. I hope we answered everybody's question. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you for a great year. There will be more videos, more fun, more laughs in this upcoming year of A&P Reacts. We will do this again, maybe down the road, maybe not. This was too long. We got to figure a way of doing this a little bit shorter. I didn't think we were going to get this many questions, so I was wrong. All right, guys, come back tomorrow. We'll have more videos for you. See you guys.
See ya.